In this video, I'm going to show you how you can flip this $10 deck board to $70. Don't believe me? Watch and see. Oh, you're also going to need toilet paper and a broom handle because I didn't buy any dowels. So make sure you have a broom handle or use dowel like a normal person. So first we're going to start by cutting this down to 30 inches. And that is not the final length of this thing, but I'm just cutting it down into smaller pieces so I can handle it. Pause. And then we're going to go 38 inches. Like I said, this is just some rough numbers. Let's take this puppy over to the miter saw. And the reason why I chose this severe weather material deck board is because it's the closest to the size I want. I wanted something that's an inch thick and 6 inches wide. So that's why I grabbed these. And yeah, this is not the ideal place to use my thicknesser, DeWalt planer, but hey, it's what I got for now. And I'm actually thinking about making this work for that. So we'll see how that works. But I'm just going to use this to take a little bit off the top, off the width, just to clean it up a little bit. Here we go. All right, so now that we got these pieces planed down, we're gonna cut the 30-inch pieces down into 3 9 3/4 pieces. So let's go. And then for the much longer piece, I believe we cut this at 38 inches, 36, whatever. We're gonna cut this down into pieces that are 5.5 inches. So we're gonna cut these down to 5.5 inches and let's go from there. Scratch that, we're gonna go with 6 inches. After you're through drawing your line, you're gonna grab a paint can or something, and we're gonna do like an arch. And let me just double check this to make sure we're good. Put this puppy right here. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna mark this line, and this line, and then we're gonna just, actually, that's too much. Yeah, that's way too much, actually. Go around like that. And then we're going to do the same thing around here. And then when you're done, not sure if you can see that properly, but that's what you should be looking like. I'm going to do the same thing on all these other ones. All right, now that we got these taken care of, I'm gonna grab my jigsaw and just cut this out. Easier said than done, although I do have a bandsaw that I should probably use. You know what? I'm gonna use a bandsaw. Here we go. Believe it or not, this is my first time using this bandsaw. I've had it for at least 2, 3, 4 months now, and I haven't used it once. So I finally got it tuned up a little bit. I need the new bandsaw blade for it, but this is my first time using it, and I have to say it's a little scary. It's slightly scary, and I respect it a lot because the blade is just right there out in the open. I know I may not lose. Maybe you know what? Never mind. I don't want to jinx myself. But still, it's kind of sketchy. So just be careful out there, gang. And yeah, I know this is an interesting tool or an interesting jig that I'm using right now. But hey, it works. It works. Just make sure you put it back in the kitchen. And if you do see me using this bandsaw the incorrect way or whatnot, I'm open to criticism. Don't be shy. Let me know in the comment section. Just have one rule: be respectful. So, but yeah, no. If there's something I'm doing wrong or there's something you think I can do better, I don't know, to be safer, let me know. Before we go any further, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you haven't already done so. And hit that hype button because YouTube have not been treating your boy well. They've been treating me pretty rough. So do me a favor. Help me fight this YouTube algorithm by doing all those things and then leaving me a comment to let me know you did. I know I asked for a lot. Good grief. Anyways, now I'm going to use some use a company. Yeah, I'm going to use some of this glue, and we're going to use brad nails just to temporarily hold them into place. We're going to go, let's see. We're going to go, so we're going to apply some glue on here. Just a little bit, because it's just holding toilet paper, so should be good. And then because of the squeeze out, I prefer the squeeze out to go this way. I'm gonna just apply the thingamabob that way. There you go. Jeez, I didn't add any of the CA glue. Yikes. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna drive through there. Okay. I don't have long enough nails, by the way, so that's why I'm using these short nails just to temporarily hold it. Yeah, I ran out of 1.5 inch brad nails, so now I'm using, there you go. Put one more of this bad boy down the middle. Yeah. So the glue is really what's gonna hold this puppy together. Oh, there you go. And then put some of the glue right here to help me out. Stick this puppy on there. Oh, oh, oh. There you go. I went ahead and did 3 of these. I painted 2 of them. This one was spray paint. This was regular paint. And then I stained this one in the middle. And I have to say, this one in the middle is my absolute favorite. I think the stain, the dark walnut stain, just really popped on this thing, and it's looking amazing. So don't it look like a toilet? And by the way, I did not invent this. I saw this somewhere, and I'm like, I have to build this. I don't know, maybe that was a shitty idea. Yeah, but I think it's pretty solid. What do y'all think? Pretty easy to build. You sell these for 25 bucks a piece, depending on where you're at. You can make some really good sales. And considering I paid, I think 10 bucks for the, or 8 bucks for the material and $5 for the hinges, I think you can make $70 profit on this thing. So that is, well, 70, I can't math right now. But anyways, you make money. And imagine you have, 20 or 30 of these out to sell at the craft fair. This is gonna sell for sure. I mean, I would buy it. But anyways, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about these bad boys in the comments.